Suspension. I just had to look it up. So, because there are many suspensions. The suspension I mean, or we want to talk about, and is stopping, interrupting, shuttering a practice. So this seems a luxury problem, because I think when you start learning, doing art, doing creativity, you're actually happening that something happens. So it seems kind of bizarre talking about suspension. Suspension is only then interesting when you have a sort of established practice. So the interesting thing about suspending a practice is that you suspend recipes, concepts, or procedure that lead to expected success. There's certain procedures, oh, that works. Yeah, let's take an example. I get a cardboard box from the trash or from the supermarket. I look at it, what it was in, and then I spin off an idea and make it into a sculpture. What could that be? Oh yeah, so you have a kind of a salad dryer that swirls the package, and then you want to turn that cardboard box that doesn't have that anymore. Maybe it has a picture on it, has a picture in the form. So then you cut it out, and then you find a kind of a string with a little plastic holder, and you attach that. And so in that way, that cardboard box can speak about what it was in there. So this seems kind of a concept you could do for the next 30 years. And please be my guest. There are many, many concepts out there, many practices that have actually had one idea and continue to the rest of the life. And there are not few people who are happy to support that certain success. Suspending successful models of creativity would mean that you are on the search to complicate, to advance in your practice, but also allow yourself to create a context, a coherence of a practice around things, so they can speak to each other. Because these kind of super successful models, they are just kind of like, ah, yeah, I get it, for the audience. But as soon as you actually enter or lay out a landscape of practice, the things speak to each other, and they don't necessarily need you. So suspending success means also opening up things for letting other people access and work with them more freely. So suspending your practice is also neurological kind of perspective, because our brain is wired that it rewards success, both in the negative and the positive way. So that's how depression works, but also how it works that you wake up, oh, today another day, I want to do another cardboard sculpture. Yeah. So that is actually, you have an agency there and say, okay, today, tomorrow, and the next 10 days, I won't make a cardboard sculpture. What do I do with my time? And this is kind of like needs patience. I think that's the kind of important point there, that you give yourself the time, give the circumstances you have engaged with time to encounters you had no idea that could happen. You know, that would be the perspective why to suspend working models to then figure new things out you had no clue. So it's opening up it. It's a self-invitation. It's an allowance to educate yourself without even knowing that you want to learn mini golf. Yeah, I think that's the interesting part, that in these, where you kind of like get yourself out of the zone, means actually that you subscribe to uncertainty. So I think that's the field where suspending your practice operates, and what the possible consequences could be. I will suspend myself now.